Game on in Fayetteville today. The LSU Tigers finally get to play some football in the month of November, and they do it in the battle for the Golden Boot against the Arkansas Razorbacks on SEC Network. Great to be with you here today with the College Football Hall of Famer Matt Stinchcomb. I'm Taylor Zarzer. Tara Talmadge is on the field in Fayetteville. We'll get to her in just a second. The last time LSU played football, Stinch was dressed up eating whatchamacallits on Halloween. It has been a long time. What are we going to get from LSU today?
That's the question, right? Are they just going to be dressed up like the LSU team from a month ago? Or is there going to be a different version, especially offensively, for the LSU Tigers? It was not a very good outing versus what's proven to be a decent defensive unit in the Auburn Tigers. Only 11 points mustered on the field of play. What will they emphasize offensively going forward, knowing that you have a true freshman now only in his third start in TJ Finley, quarterbacks that have rotated in? Max Johnson had to come in relief of Finley that last game. Where will the Tigers emphasize their offense in the ground game, and how do you protect your quarterback to ensure success?
My guess is run the football and stop the run. Must be better at the line of scrimmage, Stinch.
When you look at the way they took their time talking with Ogeron, they said we want to be more physical along the offensive line. We want to run the football with authority. We want to take pressure off of that passing game. An element of their offense that looked really good, especially under Miles Brennan and in TJ Finley's first start. But why not try to get that ground game going a little bit more, support your defense in so doing, and also it helps your defensive front as well. They practically had a summer camp worth of time off to refine what they're doing on both sides of the football.
The last time they played Arkansas, they were favored by more than 40 last November. Early this week, Arkansas was a slight favorite in this game. How about the turnaround with first-year coach Sam Pittman?
Beyond just the statistics, and you can point easily to the turnover margin as that being a catalyst for this change, but more than anything else, these players believe that they can win. He's infused this program with confidence, and you can see it in the way that they play.
Sam Pittman's back on the field after missing last week's game in Gainesville. For more on him, we send it to Tara Talmadge on the field.
Well, guys, I spoke with Sam Pittman earlier this week, and he mentioned how excited he is to be back out on the field with his guys. Last week he was at home watching the game with his dog Lucy at his pool house. So this is a nice change of pace. He loves everything about this, from the atmosphere of the game to meeting the opposing team's head coach at center field, and, of course, being in battle with his guys.
Being back here is huge for him today after missing that game last week. Nothing like being on the field for a college football game. You see Avery Atkins getting ready to kick off, and that's Nathan Perotti. It's back deep for the Razorbacks. Crazy not to see Davion Warren back there, one of the best specialists in the country that tore his ACL in Gainesville last week. Wishing him well and a speedy recovery as we're underway in the battle for the Golden Boot, and the Razorbacks get it first in this 66th meeting dating back to 1901. And that means Felipe Franks is coming onto the field for Arkansas first, the transfer from Florida, who was really good last week. Despite the loss in Gainesville, back in a place he knows so well, he valued the football, Stinch, and did a terrific job.
Yeah, he's been a stabilizing force for the entire program, but especially the offense. And you look at the completion percentage, north of 70%, the touchdowns to interceptions the last 6 games. He's done an excellent job of providing this offense big play potential.
And he quickly throws a swing pass to Treylon Burks, and Burks is out of bounds and will get a couple of yards. It should be a run for Burks for a couple of yards. We'll see Burks all over the field today. He was back there on that play with Traylon Smith in the backfield. No Rakeem Boyd, one of many Arkansas Razorbacks out of the game due to COVID issues. This is Smith, and Treylon slips and falls forward near the 29 to be 3rd and 6 for Arkansas.
Yeah, we can expect to see number 16 for Arkansas all over the formation. The lineup at wide receiver as he is now, but he'll also be in the backfield. They'll blow him through the backfield as they did on 2nd down.
And a quick 3 and out as that ball's deflected by Ali Gay, and LSU does their job on defense.
Ali Gay is a guy that all season long defensively along their front has done a good job of gaining penetration. Watch him read the quarterback, get extension and elevation right away, and at 6'6", he doesn't have to jump that high, but he dunked on that would-be pass attempt from Felipe Franks. A strong start for the LSU defense.
Kind of shocking to see LSU 111th in the country in total defense so far this season. That was more like it. Reed Bauer punts it deep to Derek Stingley, who calls for a fair catch. That's a 46-yard punt. True freshman quarterbacks for the Tigers today. Should see Max Johnson play. TJ Finley once again, Stinch, gets the start.
And you can see a tale of two football games really for TJ Finley. He was lights out versus South Carolina, but then only completed 13 passes. The last time they played versus Auburn, a couple of picks, took a couple of sacks, ultimately gave way to Max Johnson in that football game.
Finley has plenty of time, and he'll just run ahead for a few to the 28-yard line for a couple. LSU offense has gone through so much transition, as the entire team has. You see where they're ranked in the conference. Musket, Ty Davis-Price, and John Emery going in the backfield. Emery stands next to Finley on this 2nd and 7. And it's John straight ahead past the 30, near the 31-yard line. He's more of a outside runner, Coach O says, and Davis-Price is the bruiser, but he wants each of those guys to get about the same amount of carries today.
Yeah, seeking to get more touches in the ground game. We showed earlier 13th in the conference in rushing, and they want to find ways to take pressure off of Finley. 3rd and 4 gives them that opportunity where it's not a long down and distance to convert in the passing game.
Arkansas with a bunch of fresh faces on the defensive line due to COVID issues. On this 3rd and 4, it's right near the sticks, and Emery will be spotted for a 1st down.
In talking with Ed Ogeron, Taylor, it's interesting. He mentioned not only the ground game, but also getting the running backs more involved out of the backfield as receivers. John Emery coming into this game, 8 receptions, and a big one here early to get a conversion and extend this possession versus a short-handed Arkansas defense. A lot of new faces for the Razorbacks will be playing along their defensive front.
The middle of that front, Jonathan Marshall is still out there, and he helps plug the gap there for a couple of yards. So Marshall, 42, is out there, but the rest of the guys out there on Arkansas's defensive line haven't been starters this year. Dorian Gerald, Zach Williams, Isaiah Nichols, Xavier Kelly, Julius Coates, and Eric Gregory are all out today due to COVID issues. This is 2nd and 8. Is next to Marshall. You see Torian Carter to the left and Mateo Soli to the right, and Marshall gets in the backfield. It's 3rd down.
When you watch this Arkansas defense, the two guys that stand out the most, number 42, right in the middle, watch him beat. Well, they're trying to get a backside reach. In the center, Liam Shanahan's got to get a bigger piece of number 42. He does such a great job of getting upfield. And now a 3rd and obvious passing scenario for the LSU offense.
That's the 6th straight game Marshall has had a tackle for loss. He's been sensational. Finley holding on to the football, and it's incomplete. He wanted Racy McMath. 4th down.
I'll tell you what's concerning for LSU offensively early in this game is an inability to give TJ Finley a clean pocket versus 4 rushers or fewer. Only 3 rushers multiple times on this opening possession where the pocket collapsed inside out on TJ Finley, who is not a very mobile quarterback.
Here comes old man Zach Von Rosenberg, 30 years young. First to whistle.
Before the snap, false start, number 10, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
Mark Curlis, today's referee. Sheree Jenkins moving too early, so push LSU back 5 more yards as Von Rosenberg He's had an outstanding year, second best in the SEC in punting
Please
average.
reset the game clock to 11:21. 11:21 on the game clock, please.
Again, with Warren out of the lineup due to the ACL injury last week, Traylon Burks is back for this punt
Please
for
reset
Arkansas.
the game. Thank you.
Arkansas trying to end a 4-game losing streak in this rivalry game. And it's punted out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Razorbacks back on the field, no score.
The SEC taught us to pull for our teams with everything we've got. And to pull together even after the game doesn't go our way. That a house divided actually can not only stand, but be filled with love and respect. As the official bank of the SEC, we're reminded that we're always better together. Because the SEC taught us how to face a challenge, even this season.
I be the boss, give me the sauce, baby. I dunk and toss, baby. Give me the sauce, baby. And when I dip you don't even trip, boo.
Choose 4, 5, or 6 fingers in any of our famous sauces with the chicken finger plate. Only at Zaxby's. Order ahead, drive-through, or get it delivered.
We're excited to do business with you, but before we sign, I gotta ask.
Sure, anything.
We searched you online, and maybe you can explain this?
Can't believe that garbage is still coming in. That is so false.
Frustrated with your online search results? Call Reputation Defender today to join tens of thousands who've improved their online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 1-877-866-8555.
At some point in their life, 52% of all men will experience erectile dysfunction, but most of them never get treated. Now there's Roman, the digital health clinic for men. With Roman, you can get genuine medication prescribed by a U.S. licensed physician, all from the comfort of your home. If medication is right for you, Roman delivers it with free 2-day shipping and in discreet packaging. Get started with a free online visit today at GetRoman.com/TV.
$1 million? Ha! Try $2 million. That's a lot of cheddar. That's a lot of textbooks. That's a future doctor. These are happy tears. The more Dr. Pepper you buy, the more tuition we give away. This is dream stuff. This year is historic. This year is different. This is extra extraordinary. With your help, we're giving away more money to more students. Learn more at drpepper.com.
All right. In my Johnsonville commercial, we open with a car chase. There's semis, you got a couple of bikers in there, and grandmas on scooters. There's a news reporter down there, and she's going blah, 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 big car chase. Oh yeah, they're chasing the Johnsonville Big Taste Grill. Finally, the driver turns to the guy next to him and says, "Did you leave the sausage on the grill again?" And he goes, "Yep. Might as well put him to good use." I don't know how it ends. It could be an explosion, maybe. And that's commercial made the Johnsonville way.
The financial report is due Monday, so we need to speed up the process and get those numbers in.
Renovate or relocate?
Relocate.
The perfect home needs the perfect mortgage.
It's perfect.
Regions' digital lending experience is safe and simple, so you can brave a new beginning.
SEC Network Football is presented by Allstate. You've never been in better hands.
We're going to see another one of those celebrations here in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. The battle for the boot.
Man,
taking some rain today. Look at the sag in the table. Look how heavy that thing is.
For real, somebody needs to go get a jack. Make sure that sucker doesn't end up on the ground.
Let's take a look at the smoothest play today, brought to you by Velveeta.
Well, it's certainly been incredibly efficient anyway. TJ Hammonds lined up in the backfield, motioned out, catches a 51-yard bomb. Then takes a handoff out of the backfield, 29 yards for yet another explosive downfield. Pretty efficient, 2 touches. About 80 yards of offense.
Crazy that Arkansas leads this game, looking at that last graphic, as Franks takes off on an option keeper right near another first down.
You're right, it is crazy. I mean, given the way LSU, I don't know that you could have fewer points and have been on the field longer or run more plays. The Tigers have run 78 offensive plays. It's unbelievable.
Pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Franks again trying to keep his footing, and he's short. It is Ali Gay again with the tackle. It's 3rd down.
They need to look at maybe putting in longer 7 studs on his cleats. That's twice now where he's tried to cut up field and lost his footing. As you see the ball control, it's lopsided, doesn't begin to describe it. And yet look at the yardage.
LSU's given up a bunch of explosive plays today, and that's the reason why the Razorbacks have more yards, is LSU has done a great job of wearing down the Razorbacks. Now they want the football back. 3rd and 2. Franks doesn't have a chance here either. Micah Baskerville is in the backfield with Felipe. It's 4th down.
I'm wondering, I don't know if he was trying to get the ball to Blake Kern, and Kern just didn't get his head around. Watch 87. He's releasing, and you can see Felipe Franks is looking. Covered, but didn't get his head around. Franks end up scrambling and trying to extend that long body, all 6'6" of them. Let's see if he got a favorable spot.
The yellow line is not exact. Looked like he was a couple of inches shy, but no, it's a first.
I mean, that's a heck of an effort by number 13 of Arkansas.
The ruling on the field of a spot for a first down is under further review.
No surprise there.
Yeah, you got to get to the 17, Stench.
And it was, you know, he reaches out there towards the end of this run.
All right, so again, got to get to the 17. Let's take another look at this and see if, in fact, he gets right on the 17-yard line.
Right now, well covered by Cox. I got to tell you, I think he does. I think he gets slightly beyond it, as was demonstrated by the spot. Not down, lunging with his right arm. Now, does that left elbow make contact? Watch his left elbow as he spins. He's a live ball carrier. Man, I think he got it. What an unbelievable effort.
The runner's elbow was down with the ball at the 16-yard line, short of the line to gain. It's 4th down and 1 at the 16-yard line.
And that was my initial thought, Stench, is what with that elbow.
Yeah.
But maybe they had more to look at than we did. I don't know that I could have overturned that call, but
yeah, based on that last look, I would say no.
got to give Franks a world of credit for the effort, though.
Yeah, well, I think it was clear. Jabril Cox did a great job of coming out with Blake Kern. Kern wasn't around, didn't get his head around, and Franks just narrowly misses getting that conversion. Good job by the Tiger D.
Reed Bauer punts it deep to Jay Ward. And Ward is tackled after a gain of a few. LSU back on the field, down 4 midway through the 4th.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners make sense for you. Oh, now you do your job.
Selling your house is hard. From prep to open houses to hoping for offers. But what if you could sell your house in just a few days with no hassle? Now you can with Simple Sale from Homelight. Just answer a few quick questions about your house. We'll collect offers from our network of cash buyers and introduce you to the highest bidder. Now, selling is simple. To see your simple sale price, go to homelight.com/simple today.
Alabama's good, though. Yeah, I mean, if you like good teams. What's your problem with good teams? Well, good's kind of boring. You know me, I'm a bad boy. What are you talking about? Yeah, like I used to talk during church. Oh, like in front of the congregation? No, like during the sermon. Like whispering to my brother until your dad gives you that look, Mama gave me that look, too. That is bad. I'm telling you, I'm bad to the bone. Florida's good, though. Yeah.
Get the ShamWow mask made in Germany and the USA. It's made with the same high-tech material used to make professional-grade masks. But the thing is, you can't wash these. ShamWows are machine-washable, reusable, and disposable masks? Come on, you're wasting them like you're a billionaire at a nightclub. Check this out. ShamWows are infused with real zinc to help fight and stop bacteria and other microbes. It's light, breathable, and has a cotton inner layer for comfort. Almost all cloth masks are made with woven fibers, which allow airborne germs and viruses to get through easily. But ShamWow is non-woven and prevents microbes from entering, keeping you safe and sound. So you get it all. Comfort, zinc, reusability, and the best protection. Most masks sold on TV are made overseas. I love imported products too, but quality-wise, go with the USA. And you save the environment. Forget the environment. Save yourself.
Get your ShamWow mask with zinc for only $29.99 plus free shipping. But if you call now, you'll get a second ShamWow mask free. Just pay for processing. Call 1-800-459-9427. That's 1-800-459-9427. 1-800-459-9427. Call now.
Will protect their position. The College Football Playoff Top 25 Ranking Show, Tuesday at 7 on ESPN, presented by Allstate.
We've waited a long time to get that on Tuesday night. Of course, LSU was at the top last year. They've had to overcome a bunch of miscues today.
Yeah, you see the holding on what would have been a conversion, a long drive early in the second half, and then another holding penalty to negate a 30-plus yard gain downfield. Both of them propping up the Arkansas defense. Huge penalties.
Double numbers got me again. Coy Moore was the return man on that punt, in for Derek Stingley, who's out of the game with an injury, and Ty Davis-Price slips on that wet grass. Second down.
I count 3 tackles now for the turf there in Razorback Stadium. 2 of them on Felipe Franks, and now 1 on Davis-Price. The rain had been coming down pretty heavily earlier, and right now, ball carriers having a hard time making cuts.
Finley, a strike, and Boutte takes a huge hit from Catalan. And here's the flag.
You see Boutte a little slow to get up. We've already seen 1 ejection. Eli Ricks, you just mentioned Derek Stingley out for the secondary of LSU. That's 2 corners that they're without. And now perhaps a Razorback defender.
Personal foul, targeting a defensive player, number 1 defense. Plays under further review.
This is massive if Catalan's out of the game for the rest of this game, given the impact he has in the first half against Mizzou next week.
I don't know what else a defender can do right there.
Turned his whole body as he made that tackle.
And Boutte is going to the ground. I mean, other than just avoid the receiver entirely, I don't know what else he can do. He's turned completely sideways. No crown of the helmet, obviously. I mean, it's almost like a hip check. I'm not even sure that there's head or neck. Nah, I mean, I get why the flag comes out, because you allow the replay official to officiate this entire call. They start from the beginning. There is no confirmed or stands. It's either targeting or it wasn't. Or stands, rather. It's either confirmed or it's not.
Incredibly, he held onto the ball.
It's a great point. But I don't know how that could be targeting.
Well, Mark Curlis is going to take a long look at this with the replay officials upstairs. We've already had some controversial calls in this game. If you're just joining us on what we all thought was going to be an LSU fumble and an Arkansas recovery, it wasn't.
You know, oftentimes with targeting, you're looking for, indicators, a launch, a lowering of the head. There's really neither one of those. Crown of the helmet, no.
Catalan has a career-high 16 tackles in this game.
No doubt a violent collision as the ball came out of Boute's grasp. He ended up maintaining.
After further review, the ruling of targeting is confirmed.
Wow.
Number 1 is disqualified.
I just
50-yard penalty from the spot of the catch. First down.
I don't get it.
So Jalen Catalan has to miss the rest of this game, and he'll miss the first half of next week's game against Mizzou. The only thing that I could think with that Mark Curlis and the replay officials are looking at is the player defenseless?
I don't see that as, I don't know how that call could possibly be confirmed. And I also don't know how you can play defense if you're not able to make a play that looks like that. He turned his entire body sideways. And I didn't even see head or neck contact.
LSU with the ball at Arkansas's 36-yard line with 6:40 and counting. Ty Davis Price straight up the gut past the 30.
What a push by that Tiger front. Again, just bouncing the Hogs, who have got to be exhausted right off the line of scrimmage.
It was Miles Mason that took Catalan's spot that made the tackle after an 8-yard gain.
The second playbook if you're LSU.
Davis Price over 100 yards rushing and a first down. And that's important because in the Coach O era, LSU is 25-1 when someone runs for over 100 yards, which is what Davis Price has now done.
There's no doubt that that's been a hallmark of LSU's wins this year. Have they been able to get the ground game going? Have they been able to pivot away from a pass-heavy offense? When you consider Finley, he's already had 38 attempts. They've averaged 40 attempts a game this year. That's more than they did last year.
Finley looks back to Davis Price. Got him! He says incomplete.
Right.
Looked like initially made that grab, but evidently could not control it to the ground.
Yeah, Davis Price has got to work on his sales job right here, because it looked like he had it.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
When does that ball come out? It doesn't look until he's got it, he's down, he rolls over, then it comes out. I'm surprised they're not going to take another look at this. Now Hudson Clark rolls over him.
There you go.
Yeah.
First charge timeout, LSU.
Oh, that's a timeout.
We'll see if Coach O persuades them to take another look at this with 5:17 to go in the game.
The comfort of home. It means a lot. Right now, Regions can help you make it even more comfortable. Rates are low, so it's a good time to consider refinancing. A Regions refi could help you save on interest, reduce monthly payments, or even pay off your mortgage sooner. Just use our online calculator to see what you could save and apply in minutes today. Bring low rates home with Regions. Visit regions.com/refi now.
Give the gift of fun to everyone on your list with in-store assembly and free curbside pickup. Make this Christmas brighter together with Academy Sports and Outdoors.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine.
Congratulations. Welcome to the Aflac program. Aflac! Now tell me, what does Aflac do?
Aflac pays you money directly to help with unexpected medical bills.
And is Aflac health insurance?
No, but it can help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
That's right. Are there any questions?
Coach!
Yes.
Can I get one of those cool blue blazers?
You know I can't play favorites. All right, let's talk coverage. It's go time.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Aflac is an official sponsor of the SEC.
Gatorade Zero. Hydrate your workout with all the electrolytes of Gatorade and zero sugar. Gatorade Zero. Get more out of zero.
Somewhere along the way, Western boots got too expensive. And the styles? Well, Tecovas fixed that. We make handcrafted, high-quality Western boots for a fair price. Find your pair at tecovas.com.
Having trouble getting help for erectile dysfunction? Get help fast with Lemonade Health. Just answer a few questions. And they can send you medication so you can get better quickly. Visit lemonadehealth.com today.
Well, Stinch, we've had a couple of controversial calls go against Arkansas. This one goes against LSU. It appears that Ty Davis-Price has control of that ball. It's a touchdown. The officials disagree. Incomplete pass after LSU called timeout to challenge the call, and they lose their timeout. It is now 2nd and 10 for LSU at the Arkansas 25.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked to me like he had firm control. He slid a couple of yards. You got a defender spinning on your stomach. Then the ball comes out. Maybe it was jostled a little bit. Regardless, the LSU offense with a 2nd and 10 and an opportunity to still take strikes right here just outside the red zone.
Davis-Price wearing that Razorback turf gets a yard.
They're testing the middle of that defense again. That time they're able to anchor down and hold up. As you see Davis-Price kind of hopping his way towards the sideline. Might have gotten rolled up just a little bit.
It's Trey Bradford, the true freshman, coming in.
Empty backfield. Bradford lined up all the way at the top of your screen here. He just substituted in for Davis-Price.
Eric Gilbert just off of the line. Finley looking that way and gets it to him. 1st and goal, LSU.
What does it say when you look for your true freshman to throw to the other true freshman on in a 3rd and gotta have it? How about the trust that's been developed between these two guys?
Fake to Bradford, Finley in trouble. Good job of getting rid of the football there, moving his feet in the pocket, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, really slow developing play, a lot of ball handling it looked like. I don't know if Finley rode the fake a little bit longer, but he got grilled. Like he got a shot there from Grant Morgan right as he delivered the football. We talk about looking at what they've done, you know, earlier at the end of the half. Clock was winding down, they ran the football.
Intentional grounding, number 11 offense was in the pocket, threw the pass, but there was no eligible receiver. Also down at the spot of the foul, 2nd down.
Wow, late decision there on Finley.
So you'll see Morgan come in there late, pop him.
And by the letter of the law, you can understand the call. Took a second to get it to that, but now instead of 2nd and goal at the 8. It's 2nd and goal back near the 13.
Have not seen a target for Terrace Marshall in a while. He's lined up in the slot right here.
Finley, plenty of time. End zone, touchdown. Jeray Jenkins gives LSU the lead.
How about the time in the pocket? Only 3 rushers, but they've struggled with that before. I don't know where Finley's scrambling to. He's got time. There was nothing collapsing. Regardless, he got a little squirrely in the pocket, didn't matter. Got his feet set, and Jenkins able to get underneath that pass. And the Tigers eventually getting into the end zone. A career high, 271 yards for TJ Finley, tying his career high that he set earlier this season versus South Carolina.
Now Cade York to make it a 3-point game. You know, after all of the controversy and the inconsistent play we've seen today, Jeray Jenkins makes that catch. You got to give TJ Finley a world of credit. He has taken everything Arkansas has thrown at him, and he's had a career day.
Yeah, he's shown a lot of poise. Now, there's some of this stuff where I think he's running for some ghosts on this play. Regardless, regroups and is able to get that touchdown to Kirkland. And you're right, he's done a good job. By and large, his ability to maintain his composure has been pretty impressive.
Finley, the true freshman, going the whole way. Now Sam Pittman's team is going to have to come from behind with 3:59 to go here in the 4th quarter. Feels like they haven't been on the field in forever. LSU's possessed the football over 40 minutes today.
But boy, when they have been more than capable of throwing a knockout punch, at least a near knockout punch, because they put the Tigers down on the mat, were able to establish a lead for the first time over LSU since 2015, only to cede it back. But with an underhanded secondary for the Tigers, still plenty of opportunity for the Arkansas downfield passing game.
We'll be right back after a quick message from Academy Sports and Outdoors.
So I know you're probably trying to figure out where to get your Christmas gifts, and I have the answer for you right here at Academy Sports and Outdoors. They have everything that you might need, including trampolines. Let's just not wait to wrap up the trampoline, put it under the tree. Just go ahead and get it right now so you can have fun all season long, right?
So Felipe Franks back off the bench to try to give Arkansas the lead. Team captain. He's had some impressive performance today, throwing for 293 yards and a touchdown. Been great in the second half. Franks rolling out and eventually throws it to the LSU bench. Jabril Cox was back there in the backfield, forcing Franks to throw that incompletion.
We've seen Franks in this game. You think back to the red zone.
Foul, tripping number 22 offense. Half the distance to the goal from the previous spot. Replay, first down.
Traylon Smith called for tripping, and that is a big call.
This is a sprint out play from the jump, designed for Felipe Franks to sprint to his right. It's just kind of like a turn protection up front. The lineman just kind of turn, and watch Traylon Smith right there. I mean, the kid's going for a cut block and he rolls over on his back. I don't know.
Franks will dump it off to Smith. And he'll get close to the original line of scrimmage. Dwight McLaughlin knocks him out.
What a huge penalty. I don't know how that's tripping. But regardless, able to chip back with the screenplay.
They do. They get it back 2nd and 10. Now Franks Perfect ball to Burks.
They had Traylon Smith kind of coming out of the backfield on a wheel route. They get it back to Burks. Now back to the first down passing, an empty backfield for Arkansas.
On a design quarterback run, that's Ojulari, got a hand on Franks. Second down.
It was perfect. They're running a line stunt, and Ojulari just folds right inside. Otherwise, that QB draw probably goes 10 yards. As it is, you find yourself in 2nd and 10.
Frank's in trouble again, and he's going down.
And you can see Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks is looking over to the sideline in frustration. Again, a lot of ball handling in the backfield. Watch Burks come through. You got Andre Anthony in your lap right now. 0 yardage play, a negative yardage play, and now 3rd and 16. Arkansas offense going backwards on this possession. Here's Woods at the top of your screen. Checked by Flott.
Franks can't take another sack, gets out of there, and he's up near the 48-yard line. Ray Thornton on the tackle to prevent the first down. So it's going to be 4th down.
Second charge timeout.
Arkansas calls their second timeout.
And Felipe Franks, you can tell he's feeling this football game, the brunt of it. He's taking some shots in this one. Sometimes delivering the ball downfield, others where he scrambled upfield. Right here trying to make something from nothing. Didn't like what he saw tucked, was able to escape the pocket. And he kind of lands on that football. You see him wincing a little bit.
To 2:07 on the game clock.
I wonder if he got his wind knocked out of him. That's a scary thing to have happen.
What's the call on 4th and 3 with the game on the line?
Well, we've seen it. They haven't had a lot of success on the inside runs. We saw it in the red zone earlier. Traylon Smith has kind of disappeared here the last couple of possessions. But you've got big targets out wide. Mike Woods has been the big play threat, but Burks at 6'3", physical enough. Trey Knox as well. They've tried to target him a couple of times. Obviously on the pick, he only has the 1 reception on the other target. I don't see Arkansas trying to run this football to convert, though. It's not just 4th and 3. It looks like a long 3.
Got to get right to midfield to move these chains. Underneath, first down to Smith.
Line Smith up in the backfield, give him that option. Great read, breaks it inside, and Franks with a strike to convert.
Again, an open receiver. It's Tyson Morris for the first time today.
And Tyson Morris kind of forced into service. The injury to Devion Warren, they mentioned he does a pretty good job versus press coverage. Now you flex your tight end out. Here's Hudson Henry at the top of your screen.
Second charge timeout, LSU. 30-second timeout.
Well, they not only did that, but they had TJ Hammonds again, number 41, lined up in the backfield, and then he motioned out. As soon as they motioned him out of the backfield, LSU pops a timeout. They don't want to get hit with another deep shot.
I know it looks like a simple completion on that 4th down, but when the game's on the line, being able to deliver a perfect ball to Smith in stride, impressive.
And you see Smith, he lined up in the backfield. He's got Baskerville in coverage with outside leverage. He breaks that route inside, back over the ball. Give your quarterback a target right over the ball. Franks delivers a strike for the conversion.
A.J. Reed's getting ready. His career long is 51 against Syracuse when he was a Duke Blue Devil a couple of years ago. His long for Arkansas is 48.
Plenty of time here. And we saw earlier, Arkansas tried to pop a QB draw. They got a light box, meaning not a lot of defenders in there. LSU had a great call for it with Ojulari was folding inside. So he's able to make that play. Only 5 defenders in the box now for LSU.
Basically right on the verge of Reed's range on this 1st and 10. Smith. He's out of bounds near the 27-yard line. He's been somewhat limited on the ground today, just 27 yards rushing.
Nice block out wide by Traylon Burks. So this is a defense in LSU that loves to press up in coverage. Even if they end up playing quarters coverage, you see how tight they are to the receivers. They want to press up, get right in their face. So far today, though, Arkansas done a good job getting behind it.
Fake to Burks, sideline ball, and it's too far out of bounds for Woods.
You see Franks pointing to himself. He was too far upfield that time. He was going with the back shoulder throw. You see it whenever the defender is in phase, running stride for stride with the receiver. That quarterback's going to give his receiver a chance to come back for that football. It's worked earlier.
Arkansas converted on their only 4th down stint, but 0 for 9 on this down today.
Here's Woods. You see Woods and Burks now swapping. They make a change. Burks was lined up inside earlier.
Franks tries to dump it off again, and it's Smith who can't make the catch. Great open field move by Jay Ward, 4th down.
That's 3 times in this game. They've tried to get the ball to Traylon Smith out of the backfield, and they have not been able to come up with a completion. That time he had a good shot at it, but you're right, that's a great play by Ward. I don't think he's able to turn with the football and get upfield enough to get a conversion.
Pressed into action when Eli Ricks was called for targeting. And now this forces an A.J. Reed field goal attempt. This will be from 44. And it's a knuckleball that's partially blocked, no good.
LSU almost blocked the point after attempt earlier. They narrowly missed it then, and it's off the edge. The edge runner got a piece of that kick by A.J. Reed and never had a chance. A great defensive effort by LSU and the special team to get a piece of that kick. I mean, given the distance it traveled, Taylor, even after it getting blocked, you'd like to think it's got a good chance.
That's Jay Ward. It's Jay Ward again.
Back-to-back plays by Jay Ward.
He was picked on when he first came into the game when Eli Ricks got ejected for targeting. And ultimately, he's the hero, forcing a 4th down and then blocking the field goal. Well, Davis Price get a few, and Arkansas will burn their last timeout.
Arkansas, 30-second timeout.
Our next SEC storied film is titled No Experience Required, and it premieres Tuesday at 9 Eastern right here on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. It's the story of Texas A&M's famed 12th man tradition and Jackie Sherrill's idea to have his 1983 kickoff coverage team be made up of non-scholarship walk-ons. Playing for the boot, Razorbacks out of timeouts. LSU has taken everything that the Razorbacks have had today and somehow are going to get out of here alive.
You see the rushing yards and something that Coach O said, we emphasize, we got to run the football. Look at the time of possession, just dominance. And yet this game was a 1-possession football game right up until the end.
it's a heartbreaking loss for Sam Pittman's team, but I can promise you Coach Orgeron is going to salute him and the Razorbacks after this is over with for how hard the Razorbacks, down so many defensive players due to COVID issues, fought today.
If you have to be as impressed as you could possibly be in defeat. No moral victories, and nobody's going to talk that. But Sam Pittman, given the challenge that they were facing, just from a personnel standpoint, it was mountainous. And that defense never quit fighting. My goodness, the effort that they put together. But credit LSU. Their defense got the stops that they needed. And behind a true freshman and quarterback, they were able to bounce back from their performance versus Auburn and being on the shelf for almost a month in the middle of the season.
Arkansas is scheduled to play Mizzou next week. LSU goes to Texas A&M next Saturday night. That game lasted all night and into the next day, last time they were in College Station. Coach O's team gets to 3-3 on the season. A lot of respect from the two of those. Kentucky and Alabama's coming up at the top of the hour. Thanks to Matt Stinchcomb and Tara Talmadge today. I'm Taylor Zarzer. We appreciate you listening to us today. Our final score, LSU 27, Arkansas 24. Coming up in just a moment, it's Peter Burns, Gene Chizik, and Chris Doring to put a bow on this one and all the other action we've had so far today. What a game. LSU holds on to the Golden Boot.